Hello and welcome. This is the iOS Today Best Ofs, our look at the best stories and apps and all the stuff that Leo and I covered this year on iOS Today. All this year, iOS Today has been brought to you from Twit's LastPass Studios. You're focused on security, but are your employees? Well, LastPass can ensure that they are by making access and authentication seamless, whether employees are working in the office or remotely. Visit lastpass.com/twit to learn more.
Podcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Up first from our best ofs, I got to tinker around and create a CarPlay unit so we could finally show off the new updates to CarPlay. Take a look. This is the main dashboard, and this is a redesigned CarPlay dashboard here, where you've got your current location.
Yeah, this looks different than the one I've used. So this is the version 2.0. So there's the map, and that's Apple Maps, but you can change the map in the settings to be Google Maps or Waze.
Yes, and then over here, you've got your simple buttons for, oh, I want to go home. You just tap on that.
I like
and
that.
it's going to get you to home, or tap on that, it's going to get you to work.
And there's the music.
And
we
then
can
your
play
music
a little
controls
Cotton
are
Eye
down
Joe.
here.
Just press play there. Yeah.
If I tap on that, then it'll actually take me into the music app.
Okay,
and
including album art and all that.
Boom. Of course, we don't have audio out from this right now, so
okay.
we're not able to hear that, but that is playing. Then we go back to the main screen. Now, I'm going to tap.
Click
Whoops. What do you want me to tap?
Click them. Well, go ahead.
I'm just going to go back to the dashboard.
There's the
here.
home. That's the home button.
Yeah.
Okay. And you see the home button when you're at the home is replaced by the little grid that shows the other applications you can run on here.
These apps are going to change depending on what's on your device. So the only one, Leo, that you're probably not going to recognize is this one. And that is because that's Pioneer's technology. It's called NEX. But these other ones here, these are the default
stuff
apps.
from my phone. So the phone, obviously phone calls.
Yes, making phone calls, maps,
There's
messages.
Apple Maps.
And then if I swipe over, you start to see apps that you've added. Audible, Amazon Music, Pandora, and then, whoops. It's hard remembering which way to swipe.
You're doing this back like
Yes.
Ginger Rogers, upside down and backwards.
Ginger Rogers.
So there are really quite a few apps, but they're mostly the apps that make sense in a car. Music apps, audiobook apps.
Oh, you could take a Zoom call. I didn't know that. That's kind of nice.
Ah, all right.
And then let's see what YouTube Music looks like, because I haven't seen this one. So again, these are individual developers can create apps for CarPlay that are wholly separate from their other apps and how they're set up.
But Apple has to approve it, right?
Exactly. And this process to approve, I've heard, is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more black box than you get with your more standard apps for Apple Watch, iOS, etc.
One thing you really want is safety first.
Absolutely.
So you see how big the text is, how big the buttons are. You don't want people fussing with this too much. And so the controls are fewer and in theory more to the point, what you would want to do if you're driving a car.
And in fact, in many cases, the apps will not let you do too much whenever it senses that the parking brake is not on. In fact, right now, one of the wires that is leading from this unit into
the parking brake wire
is the parking brake wire, so that it thinks that the parking brake is currently on.
So we're able to do more than we would do if we were driving.
Yes, exactly. And by parking brake, I don't mean the actual pull-up parking brake that some people call the safety brake. I just mean that the car's fully stopped. Like
it's in park.
Yes, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. There's a signal the car sends to the head unit saying, "I'm in park, so you can play movies."
So you can do all that jazz. Yeah.
It doesn't have a camera, right? If I did a Zoom call, it would be an audio only.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we'll go back to the main screen for now, but go ahead and try doing a Siri command.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell Mikah I'm leaving. So there you have it. That's
pretty cool, right?
Pretty much the Siri experience in a nutshell. So that's interesting. So I did that right to my phone.
Yes.
Hey Siri, what time is it?
Oh, it did it. It did it, Leo.
Oh, it did it? Mm-hmm. I know why.
Because you don't have it.
We don't have audio out. Mm-hmm. So you would hear Siri saying, working on it.
Yeah.
Almost there. Done. So what do I need? What Siri commands could I do?
We should be clear too, Leo. It's not using the microphone in your phone. There is a microphone that's connected to the back that you can wire into your car or wherever you want to. So you kind of have to. You'd have to take the. If you don't get this professionally installed, which is a recommendation for some people, people like me, I like to do it myself. And so I would take the panels. I've done this before to run wires in the current one. Yeah, you take some of your panels down and you can wire this to wherever you want it.
That's a pretty decent sized microphone there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could clip, it has a clip so you could put it on your visor if you wanted to.
I sometimes use it.
This is a lavalier.
Beyonce recorded her first album on one of these.
So when I say, hey, Shlomo, that goes into that microphone.
Yes, that uses this microphone.
What can I do?
It's connected to your car.
Hey, Siri. Open Waze. Will it open an app for me?
Ba-da-ba!
It, what?
When safe, follow instructions on your phone.
It did.
To continue.
So that's very handy.
Or, take me to, I don't know, never mind.
A disco.
Because it's triggering my stuff instead of yours. So it knows your.
Take me home.
Country roads to the place.
Look at that. That is awesome.
All there for the world to see.
Hey, Siri, go. Or do I have to hit that button?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Go. Siri, go. Go, go, go.
Oh, and as you drive, that's right. I think you would have to hit the button, but it also knows that as you're driving, if you're following that one route, because it's giving you two different routes.
I have to choose the route, too.
Yeah. So if you started taking one of those, then it would know that's the one you want to go on. Almost.
No, that's not. That's just an ETA. Oh, look, here's my calendar.
Yes.
It's time for iOS today.
And I don't know if you can tap into that even.
Oh, look at that.
To get more details.
Look at that. I can show the address, and I can press the navigate button if I want, and it'll open up a map and take me to work. Hey, that is really convenient.
And then it'll start to take you on that route.
You're already here.
And then this is a nice place to send an ETA if you don't use that shortcut.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Let me have it route you to home again. Jiggity jig.
How long is it going to take me? Forever.
And then
I can send a text or something.
There we go. So there's the button in the bottom corner. I'm going to take that down again.
Oh, an interesting thing happened, by the way.
Okay.
My watch, because we were doing this in Apple Maps, my watch put the directions up on the watch and does that thing, where it says turn left. It goes zzz, zzz, zzz. So I think that's really nice because then I'm not necessarily just watching the screen. My watch is also giving me, vibrational signals.
And you're able to heat. Yeah.
Signals. Exactly. I think that's great.
So I just showed there's a little kind of bottom bar that pops up, so I can tap.
Who's that going to send it to? You.
Yeah. So currently now it's sharing.
Jennifer.
No, don't worry.
Very confused. Why are you telling me this?
So it is currently sharing your route with me, so I can see.
Oh, look at that!
You're going to come.
OMG.
That was so much fun to create. And, Leo and I have a lot of fun creating this show, even whenever we're playing around with GIFs and, when we talk about Leo's candy basement. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you just got to watch the clip.
It's definitely, I think it's kind of a fun way to, let me point it, as we said, you have to have a place to, they don't want you to be looking down. They don't want you to be looking up. They want you to be looking.
I want to note about this. This is a really clever thing that they're doing. They're using the gyroscope, which is already being used as part of the ARKit experience, but they're using the gyroscope to help with placement.
Yeah.
And the idea is that you want to have the best possible experience so that people actually kind of understand, okay, this is why we're doing it in AR, and make it as least finicky as possible.
Shall we play a Picnic Point? I'm on level 3 now. Now, here's the thing. You can see that. But I can also see the rest of the studio, right? I can even see Mikah. Let me airplay this so that we can.
And I'll go.
You can see Mikah.
No,
you don't have to stay anywhere. Just stay where you are.
I was curious how it does occlusion. If it does any occlusion.
Oh, occlusion, huh? Oh, aren't we fancy? What is occlusion? Yeah. So I can shoot a bird at you if I want to. Let me get a bird in my slingshot. I'm going to shoot right between the eyes. No, you're far away. Much better to shoot it at the pigs.
So occlusion is the idea that, this is essentially a 3D layer that is placed on the screen.
Yeah.
And you should be able to have things in front of it and behind it if it's detecting the, where it puts that in depth.
Right.
And over time, ARKit has gotten better. I'm trying to slowly move my finger in about occlusion.
Where is your finger?
But only some
there it is.
apps. See, only some apps have implemented it. And this is not one that has.
It's just on top of your finger. Yeah.
So regardless of what you have in the background, it's
just kind of a layer of its very, very own. I'm sorry, I'm a little focused on getting this tower. I hate these gosh darn pigs. Oh, man. I've been robbed. Let's see if I get that one little thing to go down.
Oh, Leo, there's an excellent question in the chat.
Yes.
They want to know, is that a Microsoft Surface tablet you're using?
Yes, I'm using a Microsoft Surface on iOS today. What do you think, I'm nuts? What do you think, I'm nuts? Anyway, I think this is worthwhile. And as with all the Angry Birds, it's free to play, but they want you to watch ads, or buy bird stuff.
It's called Jiffy World.
Jiffy World.
Or Jiffy World.
Oh, it's from the Giphy folks.
It's from the folks at Giphy.
Okay.
And it brings you augmented reality
animated GIFs
in 3D.
GIFs.
Okay, this is kind of fun already. Welcome to Jiffy World. Show me around. Pfft, that's for noobs.
Okay. One more thing.
Requires your permission to access the
they really
camera.
want a lot of terms of service. That must be an Apple thing. Oh, look, you've got an animated garden.
I'm in let me share it here. I'm in an animated world, so that way I can look all the way around.
But you're not seeing, where's our world?
This is just in front of me.
Okay.
So.
Oh. Interesting.
I'm going to use you as, oops, it's recording. I don't want to do that. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to put some stickers on you. Or some GIFs, rather. On you.
As children will, as they're wont to do.
Yes.
I have spent many...
Oh, wow. Look at that. And then I can start to look around.
You get me.
Dun, 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 dun. And see, that one's closer to you than the heart is. The heart's back here.
Oh, so it does have some occlusion.
Yes.
In a kind of...
Let me see if I can put the brain
nonsensical...
over
put the brain in the brain.
How do I put it over your head? Let's see. It's only letting me make it. Whoa! There we go.
Now, every time Alex Lindsay joins us on MacBreak Weekly, he not every time, but he often shows us his photogrammetry that he does. Remember, he went to Encore Watt, and now he uses high-end computers to generate these. Oh, look at it. You can put a little bunny on my shoulder or somebody's shoulder.
I'll put it just up in the air. It's kind of moving around as it's.
So the idea is you would place all these, and then you make a video.
You can film, and you can walk in front of them and behind them, and stick your hand through them.
Oh, see, same thing with the occlusion problem. I'm behind it.
Yeah, which is okay, but
which is one would expect.
Is go in front of it.
You're also behind it.
Yeah, and I shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be. In fact, if I reach out, I can't get in front of it.
Yeah, which is a bummer.
Well.
There are some apps that do that, though, and I wish I knew which ones were updated with the latest version of ARKit.
I have dug a new basement, and it's filled with canned goods.
I thought you were going to say candy.
Well,
you really are off of the back on the carbs,
candy,
aren't you?
Actually. That's a good idea. Throw out the canned goods, honey. Let's get some candy.
I dug a new basement, and I filled it with candy.
Which candy would you have if you had a basement full of candy?
See, I'm an old man. I have weird candy. Root beer barrels.
That is, what?
Necco wafers.
Do you like sarsaparilla?
I do like sarsaparilla.
Whorehound drops? Is that what you like?
Winto green mints.
Winto green mints. Well, that's good. You can sit in the dark and set off
peppermints.
Sparks. Yeah. Not pepper. Peppo.
Oh, no, I don't like those.
Oh, you like
I just
pepper?
like normal Starlight peppermints.
That's what I want. Warheads.
Ugh.
Lots of warheads.
Oh, I get it. To save yourself. Lots of nuclear warheads.
I like your thought. I was going to fill it with canned goods. Now I'm filling it with candy. I think I really like where you're going with this.
See, this is why I can't be a doomsday prepper. Because I would do it wrong.
Took a second basement and filled it with candy. Just in case.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Sometimes you want sugary treats if the world is ending.
You know, they may become the new bartering tool. I'll give you 2 Wento green mints for your
Can
chocolate
I be honest
truffle.
with you? There's only one kind of candy. Chocolate. Period. Anything else is not candy.
What is it?
Flavored sugar. Chocolate. And I'm talking about 70, 80, 90% cacao.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
talking
yes,
the dark,
yes. Dark.
You like the dark? Me too.
I love dark chocolate.
Me too.
What's happening? So you dug a second sub-basement.
That's the chocolate basement.
I've got my chocolate basement. I got my root beer barrel basement. And then there's one basement. It's really not a basement. It's just a room. It's got some canned goods in it. Yeah.
I mean, if you were going to fill it with something better chocolate than Peppo-Mints.
Right. Yes. Fair.
Okay.
You can at least...
Chocolate has some...
It's got some caffeine in it, too.
Resveratrol.
Very small amount of caffeine.
Antioxidants.
Yeah, it's got some antioxidants.
Yeah, it's good for
you. It's got some...
chocolate and red wine. That's what's in
chemicals.
our basement. Actually, that's true.
Is there chocolate in it?
Yeah.
I figured there'd be wine, but I didn't know there was chocolate. All right.
Come to think of it.
Whenever I climb through... No, never mind.
Sometimes the truth sneaks through.
I was going to make a parasite joke, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to spoil.
I don't have anybody... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no spoils. Yeah. Chocolate.
What'd you think of Parasite? You like
We
it?
talked about it.
Okay.
Twice. Once on the show and then once in a
Let's not talk
vehicle.
about it anymore. Once in a vehicle.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move on. I wonder how many times I said that this year. If I had $1, I might be quite rich by the end of this year. Up next, we have a never-ending debate. It is GIF versus GIF, which you'll notice I pronounce those both the same way. Anyway, watch the clip. This one is just, I just want to gripe. This isn't related to iOS, but...
Oh, I saw this. I thought this was funny.
So Jiff
Peanut Butter, which is spelled J-I-F,
is teaming up with
Choosy Mothers.
Choose Jiff.
I
and
guess that
listen,
ad campaign
okay,
worked.
I got a lot of stuff to say here.
Okay.
So they are teaming up with a company, which here's my rule. If the creator of a thing gives you the pronunciation for a thing, that's how you pronounce it.
BS.
So the Surface.
That's not a good rule.
The service Giphy. That's how it's pronounced, so that's how I'll pronounce it.
Because the guy who invented the GIF format many years ago said you pronounce it GIF?
No. No, the guy who invented the GIF format
says you pronounce it GIF. But
and
the
even
people who invented Giphy say it's Giphy.
So that's fine. That's Giphy. Now,
because they don't want to be Jiffy.
Well, right. That's important too. In the file format, if you get into the actual written up file format for no effing way. This is a family show.
Apparently, we got some peanut butter.
Holy cow.
How did we get this? This is so exciting.
Let's see.
So the peanut butter company.
If you've ever called a GIF a GIF, we forgive you, it says.
They have sent out a special package for media that contains a jar. Don't let Lisa see this. She'll eat it.
Soft G pronunciation.
GIF. Peanut butter.
And then look
rotated.
what's on the other side.
On the other side, GIF.
With a hard G.
Animated images.
Now, here is the thing.
Well, that's awesome. It's a GIF jar.
If you go into the file format for GIFs, it says in there, choosy developers choose GIFs.
You know why they're doing this? Besides the fact that they just got a ton of
peanut butter
publicity, actually probably that's the only reason. I was thinking maybe they're trying to protect their trademark.
Oh, like an argument.
But honestly, I don't think that matters to them if you pronounce it GIF or GIF.
No. Giphy and GIF teamed up. They're working together on this.
This is a 40-ounce jar, a 2-pound, 8-ounce jar of GIF peanut butter.
I'm mad.
I'm happy. That's pretty cool.
It's fine. That's
the good thing about GIF.
Wait, what are you talking about? The file or the
peanut butter?
Okay.
You don't have to refrigerate or anything. We can keep this for decades. It never goes bad.
You can put it in your candy basement. Your sub basement where you keep your candy.
GIF. That's actually, I'm thrilled that we got this. And look, it even comes with a specially designed peanut butter spoon because everybody knows peanut butter should never be eaten with silverware.
That's true.
That is hysterical. Oh, this is going to be worth something. This is my retirement right here. That's it, baby.
I'm so glad we have this.
Who knew that we had it?
Because
Carson was keeping it to himself. That's why. He says, "Oh, that's my retirement." Well, it's mine now, buddy. There you go. Choosy mothers choose GIF. It's GIFing good? Really?
I'm mad.
If you ever called a GIF a GIF, we forgive you. You know, brilliant marketing.
Brilliant.
I have to say, more and more I'm seeing really clever social media targeted marketing from some of the big brands.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, this is a good example of some millennial. You know, it's like the Mr. Peanut. Now they have baby Peanut.
Yeah, except they call him Baby Nut.
Not a good name.
Not at all.
Oh, there's a guy with a GIF tattoo.
But it's so horribly done.
Well.
Oh, you're not supposed to say that about tattoos.
You're kind of stuck with it now.
You always say, tattoos look great.
That's great.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Because it's on your flesh forever. Did you know the peanut butter is a good way to remove tattoos? You just slather it on there.
Is it really?
Yeah, you slather it on there. You let it sit for an hour.
No.
It'll take the tattoo right off.
Not a real tattoo.
No, a real tattoo.
What?
I'm lying.
This poor girl got it tattooed on her cheek.
Yeah, now she's going to rub peanut butter all over her face.
Guess she doesn't want to have a job when she grows up.
There's a lot of fat in peanut butter.
Not bad fat.
It's good fat though.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Leo. You know, you're the one who sort of taught me about fat being a good thing, and I have since shared and disseminated that information.
You could stand a lot more fat, Mr. Skinny. All right. Wow, that's great. Who knew we had this actual example of social media marketing in our hot little hands?
Wow. Beautiful. Except it's
Karsten.
wrong and very wrong.
So you say it's GIF?
No, it's GIF.
You understand my confusion.
There's no confusion. There shouldn't be.
Just because some guy...
No, he's not some guy. We wouldn't have GIFs if it wasn't for him. He made the file
Do we really
format.
want GIFs is the question.
I don't want GIFs, but I do want GIFs.
Wait a minute. He says it should be GIF?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's the quick history.
No,
when
I know.
Alex Willem,
Yeah.
I believe that's his name.
Yes.
Originally created the file format for the GIF. Within the coding, he wrote a little sentence. You can go back and find it.
It's in the code?
It's in the code, and it says, choosy developers choose GIFs, spelled GIFs.
Oh.
And from that point on, that is how it was meant to be pronounced.
But English...
People started pronouncing it GIFs.
It's a graphics interchange format. Graphics interchange format. On the other hand, we pronounce it giraffe and gift. No, that's gift. English doesn't give us any advice in this regard.
And it doesn't have to because the developer and creator of the format has
How do you pronounce ping?
Ping.
Okay.
Or sometimes I'll say PNG, honestly.
See?
But I don't know. I don't know who developed the ping. Mozilla?
GIF is a patent encumbered file format that was created for the CompuServe online service. It is antiquated.
But people still use them and love them. And now peanut butter is... I'm going to have to buy one of those because they're selling them on Amazon right now. Since they didn't send me one for free.
Well, obviously. Did you buy this, Karsten, or did they send this to us?
I wonder.
They got their mileage out of it. I hope they sent it to us.
Yeah, I hope they did too. Sold out. It's already sold out.
I bet you Karsten bought it. Knowing Karsten, he probably bought it, which means it's not my retirement. It's his.
I don't care what any of you say in the chat. It's GIF. Nothing is going to get me to change my mind.
By the way, this is the beginning of a brand new show we're going to call Hills to Die On.
There it is.
In which we debate matters of absolute inconsequence, but of deep division in this world. Now, don't zoom in on the stupid Wikipedia. By the way, Wikipedia says GIF or GIF.
I'm so open-minded about so many things, but there's nothing you can say that will change my mind about the pronunciation of this word. There's nothing you can show me unless on his deathbed, in his will, he says, you know what? I want to change it to GIF. Then I'll start pronouncing it GIF. Of course, it wasn't all laughs and ha-has. COVID-19 played a big role in this year and the stories that we covered. And one of those was how we clean our devices and our environment. Take a look.
It's important to sanitize. And I just wanted a little public service announcement before we get underway. I have wiped everything down with Clorox hospital wipes. And I read something this morning that scared the hell out of me. Now, you have a phone sanitizer.
I do. UV. Yeah.
So you use that?
Yeah. So at home, it's called a phone soap, and you open it up. It's got a glass compartment on the top and the bottom with 2 UV lights in it. You put your phone in, you put it down, it bzzz, and then you can take
and
your phone
that works.
out. Yeah. And I've used my wallet. I've used all sorts of things.
The nice thing about that is very dry, and yeah, you can use it on leather or whatever else you've got. I read this morning that the coronavirus can live for up to 9 days on a glass surface like your phone.
Yummy.
9 days. So I hadn't been sanitizing my phone. I've been washing my hands like a good American and not touching my face when I can remember it and all of that stuff. By the way, you don't need to wear masks unless you're sick.
Exactly.
Surgeon General says, stop buying masks. We need them for hospital workers. But I do think it's important to start sanitizing your phone. You can use any kind of wipes. I got these when we had a little intestinal bug making its rounds at TWiT. These are Clorox Healthcare hydrogen peroxide disinfectant wipes. I imagine any disinfectant wipe would work, but these are specifically designed to be antiviral, anti-coronavirus. Read the instructions if you're using wipes carefully, because in almost every case you have to leave it wet for a period of time. In this case, 30 seconds. So these are really damp, but I don't think they're harmful to the phone.
Right.
You wipe everything. I wipe the inside of the case, the outside of the case, the back of the phone, and you let it dry, okay, for 30 seconds. Same thing with the iPad. Same thing with keyboards, right?
Especially.
Yeah. So that's just a little public service announcement. We're all trying to stay well, not get any bug. Did you see Steve Wozniak?
Oh, brother.
He tweeted that he and his wife Janet in January came back from a visit to Asia with really a bad flu and cough, and he said, we might have been patient 0.
Why would you say that?
Janet was diagnosed with a sinus infection. But at that time, nobody did. Yeah, good idea. Nobody did coronavirus testing. And in fact, it's still hard to get coronavirus testing, unfortunately. And so nobody knows if that's what they had or not. But maybe we should just take a chill pill, relax for a moment,
and think.
And just wash your hands.
Breathe.
Wash your GD hands.
Yes, which you should be doing anyway.
Yeah, you know what? I don't get sick very often, and I think it's really because I am kind of obsessive about washing my hands. I started doing that a few years ago. Plus, I carry with me, as you well know, a hanky.
I got mine too.
So I dry. It's fine to use a paper towel to dry your hands, but I want to save a tree. And then, of course, because I have the hanky at all times, I use that to open the door, the John, and not to touch anything on the way out.
And two, there have been several studies that show that those air dryers can blast viral spores onto your skin.
They're terrible.
They're not good.
They're terrible.
Yeah. So
and I like the idea of saving the earth a little bit. I don't want to use up any power or any paper trees or anything. So I carry my hanky. I learned about that in Japan. They don't put anything in the Japanese men's rooms. So
I learned about it from you.
Yeah, because everybody in Japan has a hanky. Hankies are good.
No, not yes. Hankies are good. Yeah.
Hankies are good.
So I thought
somebody said 20 minutes. No.
20 minutes?
No, I think it's 20. It's 30 seconds. But read the directions. 20 minutes would be a long time. It dries long before then. So I don't know. Read the instructions. I can't read them, but 30-second contact time for bacteria. Oh. Or 1 minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wow. Viruses, 30 second. For coronavirus, 30 seconds. Mold and fungi, 5 minutes. Virus for norovirus, 3 minutes. Wow. So you know what? Let it dry. Don't dry it off. Let it dry. But it says it on the back, and you can read it. And these are hydrogen peroxide, so they're pretty mild. It's not bleach. It's not alcohol. It's hydrogen peroxide.
I find that interesting. What are the other active ingredients? Is it just hydrogen peroxide?
Well, Clorox says it's formulated with patented hydrogen peroxide technology. I actually read up on what to use, not for coronavirus, but for a norovirus, and this is what they recommended. So
interesting.
Yeah,
because
it's not bleach.
One of the good things about hydrogen peroxide is our bodies are naturally predisposed
it's not toxic, right?
It is.
Well, don't drink it.
Right. So here's the thing. You know when you pour hydrogen peroxide on your flesh and on a cut and it bubbles?
Yeah.
That's actually because your body is trying to break down the hydrogen peroxide
into hydrogen.
Because hydrogen peroxide is not good for you. So it's good for getting things out of a wound.
It is, the foaming action.
Yeah. And so that's why I find this interesting is because usually you'd use alcohol or some other cleaner to clean the wound, and hydrogen peroxide to, debride the wound.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I didn't realize that it had
also has
actual destroying, antibacterial properties. Despite it all, we still had quite a bit of fun, and oftentimes we were joined by other folks, including the time when Leo and I were covering an incredible app, and one of the developers of that app joined us live on the show, sort of. You'll get it when you watch the clip.
These funny hats are funny unless you meet them in a dark alley.
I'm a little concerned by the grime of this one.
Well, it's been used.
Is it going to give me...
It's not going to give you cooties.
Okay.
That is a search and
Should
rescue
I Clorox
helmet.
Wipe it?
So you hope you don't see somebody coming down the side of the hill wearing that, rappelling down to save you.
Coming down the mountain when they come.
Unless it's Brooke. If it's Brooke, it's okay.
Yes.
She's gentle.
I don't know.
She saved you when you got hurt.
She did save me.
Search. She wasn't wearing her
myself.
Her Ventura
Actually, she
County
strapped on her
search
helmet first.
Yeah. You know, it's hysterical. Is both of these come from the Southern California area.
Oh, do they?
Mine is a tax squad helmet for the police. The sheriffs. So if they come at you.
So I could punch you in the head right now.
Yeah, this thing's hard as a rock. Why are we wearing helmets?
I don't know.
Because we have hardcore app cap picks this week. Yeah. These are by the way, my camera doesn't recognize me in this helmet.
Oh no.
Yeah, it really ought to.
There we go. Now I feel safe and secure. I'm ready to ride a bike.
Bump heads.
Okay.
Oh!
Aha! I'm awake. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of iOS Today.
I feel like I'm wearing this backwards, but I guess not. Okay. Oh, I'm number 23, just in case you want to know.
Yeah, that's so I can say 23. Did it say D? Was that a D?
D.
23D is ready to report.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about apps. This is a fantastic, fun new app, and it starts, Leo, by me sharing the app with you.
Oh, how exciting.
So I'm going to tap
Share
a new app, and I'm going to tap Leo Laporte.
Because I have AirDrop on.
Because he's got AirDrop turned on.
That's a terrible picture of me.
That's one you took of yourself the first episode I was here in studio.
And that you decided to give that to me as my...
Well, actually, you set it up as my contact.
Why am I not...
You don't remember that?
Yeah, no, I do now.
All right, so the app that I'm talking about is called Scribble Together Whiteboard. And this is a really cool and simply made app. This is what I like about it. There are a lot of different collaboration apps that are available, but they don't have, they end up having like way too many features. And so this one does things simply. I'm going to launch Scribble.
Okay, so am I on your Scribble team?
So I'm going to invite you. I'll tap plus and then type in K.
Okay.
4 M
S.
Yes.
Does that mean anybody else can join this board?
If they have those 4.
If you're at home, go ahead, join the board.
Us.
But
join us.
Don't
do anything naughty. Please.
Waiting for a response.
You don't have to have the app to use it. You can do it online.
Oh.
So I'm going to start writing.
Oh, so we could be doing a conference call. That's really neat.
So it currently shows that there are 2 people. Okay, Tom wants to join the whiteboard. And yeah, did you see that? Let me go ahead and Okay, good. There's Leo's writing. I'm going to change my color.
I wish it were that easy.
Hello.
I just changed it to green too.
Leo.
I'm going to be blue now.
This is one of the most slick collaboration apps. And I also love too, I'm going to just
Tom is scribbling. Hello, Tom. He just erased me.
That was me. I removed hello.
Oh,
look at
that.
Hi.
Hi, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
There's 4 people in here now. A lot of people are joining our Scribble board. Jim is scribbling now. Jim's. Is that you drawing?
I wrote I didn't do anything down there. That's somebody else.
Oh, somebody's doing little red scribbles on there. Oh, look, they're disappearing scribbles. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. That's the little eraser feature. Now, it also lets you, there's a laser pointer so that if you're doing a presentation, you can say, hey, look here, and then those will erase after a while. So it's essentially a way to say, okay, I'm underlining this. You can add PDFs and images to this so that you can have a conference and sort of, oh, we need to adjust this. Oh, let's parking lot that, and then we'll loop back to talk about this in Q2. You can fill with color as well. Oh, what happened to my board? Oh, yeah, someone dropped a document in.
I did.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah.
And now you can go through and annotate that document.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
Using, I don't know why it keeps scrolling down. That's the one thing.
Somebody's drawing in the bottom. That's why.
Oh, so it's automatically.
Yeah. So you don't want to have unruly people.
Yes.
In your. Chris wants to get in. Everybody. The good news is it asks you before you're allowed to add, before anybody can add. But even though you created this, I am also given permission to add people.
I just noticed that might be something that I will talk to the developers about.
The leader shouldn't be able to. Should be able to control who's added, not everybody in the room.
Yeah.
But just don't add anybody
that you don't
trust.
Yeah.
This is cool. Anders wants to get in too. I guess we've got people from Bridgier. All over the world, people want to get in here. Oh, this is cool. Look at that.
Leo is scribbling. Oh, and I see now it shows at the top.
That's the shape thing.
It lets you know who the current person is that's scribbling.
Oh, it does. It says Leo's scribbling.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a cool effect.
It shows who you've invited and who's joined.
I don't know what it is. They should call that the Jackson Pollock. Oh, I see. It's shapes.
Yeah.
So can I choose the shape, or is it just a random shape?
I think you touch.
Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, no,
I don't know. I'm doing a weird one. And what does the bomb do? It blows things up?
Yeah, so it's how you can erase things.
Shapes is in beta.
In a fun way.
Did you write that?
Somebody
just wrote shapes is in beta.
Oh yeah, so I wouldn't actually. I think one of the developers might be in the conversation right now because I told
Bridger is one of the developers.
Yes, hello Bridger. Yes, thank you for saying that, for noting that. So I reached out to them ahead of time and asked them, hey, is there anything that you want to let us know about that will be coming to the app, or something that may not be immediately available, or rather immediately obvious when using the app? So thank you, Bridger, for joining here today.
You know, it's really cool, Bridger. Well done. It's real time.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any lag.
Isn't that cool?
I'm amazed. So this would be really fun.
Look at the scaling that's taken. Look at that.
Oh, Bridger knows how to use his own program.
Show off. Okay, I see now.
Or her. Wow. This is cool. This is what's it called?
Bomb this. Okay, I'm going to bomb that. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow.
Bridger obviously has a lot of free time. Now that the app is out, he's discovered some very cool features.
Oh, I like that.
So what does the bomb do? Oh, it blows things up. It
blows things up in a very cool
Oh, that is fun.
fashion.
Oh, I love bombing. Can I?
Now, be careful where you say that.
Can I bomb my PDA? This is wild. This is wild.
Yeah, and this fun.
Yeah.
So what I love about this is there are many different apps out there that let you do collaborative sort of annotating and writing and things like that. But they're often a feature that requires a bunch of integrations. You've got to pay a huge subscription service. You've got to do all these things in order to communicate. This makes it so simple that you didn't even need to get the app. You could use it from the web and be able to access it from there and view and things like that. So it's a simple to use app. Only one person. So let's see.
You do want to practice your unicorn drawing skills.
Yes, apparently
because
you should.
Then you can draw a unicorn. This is pretty neat. This was happening in real time.
Oh, and really once it knows that you're using your Apple Pencil, you can choose what your finger does while your Apple Pencil.
Oh, your finger is different in the pencil.
So yeah, you can make it so that your finger scrolls while your Apple Pencil serves as the actual drawing. And then only one person, the person who makes the sheet, is the person who needs to be a subscriber. They can invite as many people as they want. For $4.99 a month or $49.99 a year, that's a subscription. And by doing so, then you can have as many of these boards as you want, and you can invite as many people as you want, and they can use it for free to go along with it. So
this is a really fun idea.
Scribble Together whiteboard.
I really like this.
And yeah, it's a very simple to use. Like I keep saying, that's the thing that made me really interested in it, because I think I've done a whiteboard collaborative app on iOS before, but none of them are as simple, and you're not making people go and get accounts and things like that. They tap on the code, they tap on the link, they can either get the app or they can view it in the web, and I think that's what's very important. Tap with second hand.
So look at this.
To stamp.
Tap with second hand to stamp. Duplicate.
So if you hold maybe, oh, that's cool.
My. Oh,
now
my.
Now you got stamps. Stamps. Never mind.
Second hand.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I only have two.
Tap with your second hand.
This is
okay. I see what you're saying. So
nice
once
features.
you picked it up, once you've had it in your hand,
then I
can tap.
Then I can tap over here.
Yeah, make a stamp of it. Oh, I see. It drops it wherever it is.
Oh my golly gosh.
There we go.
Oh, I'm putting my's everywhere.
My.
Let's use the bomb.
Yeah,
I love the bomb. You can only bomb your own stuff, though. I think.
I bombed Bridger's stuff earlier.
Oh, yeah, you can bomb anybody.
Yeah. Now, Bridger, if you're still here, one question I have for you that maybe the listeners would want to know too, do you plan on adding any permissions type features? I would love to add people to my whiteboard, but maybe I don't want them to accept new invites and things like that. I might want to be the only one. Links have...
We're communicating. It's like in a Ouija board. Links have permissions.
So if I tap on links, okay, I can share a link, and people who join via the link, if I have allow editing turned off, then they cannot edit the document. They can only see it. The join code is for people who, invites.
So if they're joining, they would get, but if you add, if you share a link, it's different.
So links give you the choice. The join code is for your special friends.
Yeah, and you can decide whether you make a shareable link and whether you allow editing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bridger.
Very cool.
All right, that is Scribble Together Whiteboard, free to download. As I mentioned, $4.99 a month if you want to be one owner. So then, like I said, one person can be an owner, and then the rest of the people can just
How much is this?
$4.99 a month for just the one person to.
I could totally see
whomever.
Having a Twit account for our, when we're offsite doing offsites or whatever. We could then have a whiteboard. I love that idea. I really do like that idea.
And I know that there are some features coming out soon that you'll have to stay tuned for.
It's it's nice to see something that's completely unlike other apps. So something just completely innovative and new and different, and a very, I think, clever way to take advantage of the iPad.
And I like the little touches of fun, like the main screen there for the Scribble boards. Yeah. It's glittery.
It's glittery.
It's just different.
He likes unicorns, Bridger does.
Thanks so much, Bridger. Speaking of COVID-19, there were a lot of different services invented to try and help us get through this ridiculous pandemic. And one of those was an excellent way to wash your hands for the proper amount of time. Take a look.
So I might as well show this website, though. Have you seen the song lyric, Wash Your Hands with Song Lyrics?
Fantastic. Please do show.
It's so much fun. And this is, to me, an example of, I guess, what the internet's really good at, which is a kind of almost a dark humor, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, a reassuring. So the website is called Wash Your Lyrics. And actually, you can do this on any computer. .com, washyourlyrics.com. Let me pull it up here. And what you'll do is you'll enter in a song title. So, I don't know, it's The End of the World, REM, right? And then you can choose which poster you want to generate, a soap-based poster or a gel-based. Let's generate a...
Wait, it's different for each.
Yeah, there's different instructions, of course. And so I think I got the wrong song, but you'll get the idea when I zoom in. I'm going to love you, love you. I'm going to love you, love you. I'm going to, like it's the end of the world. I think that this is a little different than the end of the world as you know it, but you get the idea. Now, some songs work better than others. What give me a song that you would like to do. Because how about this one? I Will Survive.
Yes, that's
Gloria
perfect.
Gaynor. That seems like that would work. Let's try Gel for I Will Survive. And then it's going to generate it. And then we can see, at first I was afraid, I was petrified. Keep thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong. I learned how to get along, and now you're back from outer space. Now go on now and walk out the door. This is, sometimes you get these, it's perfect.
Washing your hands with the help of Gloria Gaynor is always a good idea. You know, one of the things that has been a trend since I started doing this show was me bringing apps to the table that Leo found absolutely, entirely, ridiculously boring. And finally, I decided to say something about it. This is a silly clip. Take a look.
I can only take so much for some reason. So I think it's just a thing. You know, some people after a while can't take it anymore, and I was one of them.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm almost done. I just want to get through this.
Oh, look,
here's a completely white piece.
Oh, wow, there. Well, they even showed you where it went.
That time they showed me because
it's too hard otherwise, right?
Yeah. Okay, we're almost there.
Look at this. It's going to be so good when Kevin speeds it up.
Yeah. When then Leo won't have to go.
Yay! Da-da. Do you have a parade after you solve a puzzle?
No, and then I can tap save.
Nice.
And then it saves it to my thing.
That's cute.
All right.
That's fun.
Yeah. That is called pattern.
Like Amish homemaking arts, but it's okay. I'm going to show you an oldie but a goodie. Did you ever play Osmos?
No.
This could easily.
It always made me go.
This could. This could have been maybe one of our very first app caps. I'm thinking. I mean, I think this goes back a long, long way. And by the way, the sound on this is great. Headphones recommended. This is one of the early headphone recommended apps on iOS. Now, there are different ways to play it. There's the Odyssey, the arcade, the multiplayer. Multiplayer is fun because you can play together on one thing, but I'm going to just do the Odyssey. Actioni contrarium semper aquilum esse rectionum, as I always say.
Truly.
Yes, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Now, this is one of those games, and I'm telling you, this might have been the very first one, where it didn't give you a whole lot of instruction. It says, this is you, move to the blue circle and come to a stop. Okay. So I'm going to propel yourself by tapping behind your moat, showing your see, I'm propelling the moat. No, I'm going too fast. I'm going to slow down. You make your moat bigger by attracting other moats. Now, if you happen to hit a moat that's bigger than you, what do you think will happen?
I think you explode.
It'll eat you when you lose. So you want to always go to the smaller moats, and your goal is to get to be bigger and bigger and bigger. This is the first.
That's also
level.
my goal. And,
this is the first. This is the first level, so it's pretty easy. But it can, as you might imagine, get harder. It's almost like combat. I'll turn. Is it too loud? Is it piercing?
No.
Okay.
No,
I want to make it loud enough so that Kevin can hear it.
Hear it right now.
Oh, see, it's shrinking over time. Oh, that was almost bad. Where I think I was just barely bigger than that one. So honestly, you see, you could just kind of relaxingly have this going on in the background. And by the way, you see, I get smaller when I expel material. So you want to be really more judicious than I've been in moving around. I'd really like to get that big one. But you don't want to use more juice than you're going to gain. There you go. Now maybe if we just kind of move and then of course you complete it by eating up all the little amoeba. Is this too much like COVID-19, maybe?
Oh, well, I guess you could think of it as defeating COVID-19.
That's it. We're defeating it. If we can get all these motes, I might...
So here's the part of the show where Kevin speeds everything up to make it more interesting. The thing is, you don't really want to with this game. It's just a very soothing, simple.
Yeah, I like it in terms of.
Yeah, the music's pretty. Relaxing. It's very soothing, and it isn't like a win-lose kind of game. I guess it would be if you were playing the timed mode or the competitive campaign with the other player mode. But I think just doing it like this, I really want to. At some point you go, oh, gosh darn it! But see, every time I spurt something out, it creates new motes, and I don't want to do that. There's only 2 left. If I could just get those 2. Oh, come on, man! You see, we bounce off the edges, so. The trick is to really use physics as your friend. Put yourself in a position to collect these guys. Oh, here he comes, I gotta get him. Yeah, only 1 left. I'm not going to spurt out anything more because I don't want to make any more. I think if I just keep bouncing, I bounced off the side, I'm going to get closer and closer. He's going to get closer and closer. Pretty soon we're going to meet in the middle. Should I turn this brightness up just a little bit so maybe you can see a little bit better? No, I want to keep playing. There we go. And victory. Now I just have to get back there. Oh, man. Yeah. There, now if that guy would just quickly come back to Papa. Come back to Papa. Okay, tap several times to accelerate quickly. Notice how you shrink when you eject mask. Okay. Now, it's going to get a little more complicated.
Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated?
So I'm going to get big here real quick. I love the sounds, actually. I have to get big enough to eat that guy. See what I'm saying?
I do. I get it.
See where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I do.
I'm big enough. I'm strong enough. And gosh darn it. Uh-oh, he's getting bigger, but I think...
Oh, wow. I didn't realize they get bigger.
Well, yeah, because if he eats my plasma...
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Okay. Relax. The wise player... This is important. The wise player taps less often.
In life and in...
In life. And so now we're actually... That was the tutorial. Now we're playing the game. And, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention you can do this. Oh, my God.
Goodness.
Those red ones,
scary.
stay away. You don't want to go near those until you're bigger. Until you're a bigger boy. Maybe...
big boy.
Maybe if I go here... See, I'm already belying the relaxed part. I don't want to see all those scary giant balls.
Yeah, that's kind of...
It's kind of scary when you see what's out there in the universe. It's better if you don't know. Oh, getting bigger. If I get just a little bit bigger, this is going to be interesting. Should I just continue my trajectory, eat this guy?
See, it's interesting how you can only...
Oh, I'm not big enough.
No.
Big enough. You know what I need to do is eat this guy. Isn't this fun?
Oh, God, I don't know that you're big enough.
Oh, see, they all turn blue now.
Oh, I see. Once you're big enough,
they're blue.
Now, you're expending?
Yes, you lose size by tapping.
Gotcha.
So the trick, now let's see what the universe looks like. It's not so scary, is it? Because I'm the bigger shark.
I did that for Kevin. So now I'm the biggest shark in the land. I've completed the level.
All right. That is Osmos.
Oh, you're done, aren't you? You said but see, this is what I think a great zone out game makes you go, let's play a little more, right?
Yeah.
Let's just do a little more.
It's kind of like how I felt with Patterned if I didn't have someone in my ear saying, ugh,
sorry.
Get over this game.
I'm sorry. Did I really ruin it for you?
No. I'm just teasing. We're doing a bit. All right, let's, but we should move on to the next one.
And yes, while Leo and I had our bit of friction, all in good fun, we also had some serious moments, including me talking about this app that I wanted everybody to sort of open their hearts, open their minds, and think about a way to connect with those we love most.
Just open up your hearts and your minds and your souls, and I'm going to get a little bit mushy. So now that I've warned you that I'm getting a little bit mushy, we can talk about the app that I want to discuss. So
yes,
this app is called the and it is available for free with in-app purchases. And I'll explain the in-app purchases as we go along, but you can download it for free and get this basic version. This app I came across because I was getting Instagram notifications or ads for a deck of cards to create conversations, conversation starters. And it had some really interesting questions that were, I don't know, just outside of the normal realm of sort of the typical icebreaker type conversations. And so I thought, I want to see more about this. But I went online and I just was not interested in purchasing the physical version of this. And I thought, what would be great is if they had an app. Well, lo and behold, they do have an app. It's called The And. You can get it in the App Store. And there are some different categories here. So when you first start the app, you can create an account and then you can see these different decks. So there's friends, there's family, there's couples, and there's dating. So if you're new to dating, then you would choose that. If you are in a relationship, then you would choose couples. And I'm going to talk about this one because I played this game with my partner, and it was actually really, really, really nice. And I recommend it to anyone who's in a relationship, even if you've been together for hundreds of years, vampires out there, or if you've been together for, a month, or you've been together for 15, 30, I don't care. Anybody who's a couple, I think, could really benefit from this because it opened up some stuff between us that I really appreciated and will always remember. So when you tap on couples, you will see some different options here. There's a set of 12 cards that it's called Memory Lane, and this helps you bring up some memories that the two of you shared together. There's one called Make Love Not War. What I love about this one is that this is if you get into a disagreement. If you have a disagreement, you have an argument, you get into a fight with your couple or with your partner, and you are trying to sort of reconcile and recover from that. Blind spots. And the last one is called Jumping In. So kind of if you're at the start of your relationship, this is a great one. So Sebastian and I played Blind Spots because this one has some cards that let you kind of see things that maybe you didn't realize were there. Now, here's how the in-app purchase system works. As I said, you can buy the deck, and I think it's available for $29.95, like $30. You get a whole bunch of cards and these beautifully printed cards that you can, play with friends, family, couples, etc. But with the in-app purchase system, you buy credits. And so you can get 5 credits for 99 cents, and each credit lets you play a deck. So it's actually quite a few that you get. You start out with 3 when you download it for free, so you can try these. But buying some credits lets you play these more often. So I'm going to go ahead and tap one just so you can see how this works. I'll tap play and use one of my credits, and then what I like this part too. It says relax and look at one another until you feel the phone buzz. So it kind of puts you in that mode of I'm really trying to connect with you. I want to have this conversation with you, and I want to sort of meet you on this level. So it takes a moment while you two kind of breathe, and then boom. And here's some options for the question. So when was the first time you knew you loved me? And you ask that question.
You get all mushy.
I know, right? The other person answers it, and then you answer it, and then you can pass the phone to them, and then they go to the next question. When was the first time you knew I loved you? What's the one thing that we could do to deepen our relationship?
Oh, that's really good.
And as you go, the questions get more I wouldn't call it intense, but more kind of in-depth. And because as you're going along, you are opening up more and more, it becomes easier to answer those questions later on in the game. But I want to show you that, it's not just couples, friends as well. This is kind of a fun one. How well do you really know each other? So it kind of becomes, what's that game? The not match game, but couples.
The dating game. No, the newlyweds game.
Newlyweds game. That's it. Yes, exactly.
Game. Yeah.
It's kind of like the newlyweds game. This one is fun. So I'm going to show this one. It's called Sweet and Sour. And again, we've got to wait for this to relax and buzz. But in the family one, there's one for talking to your mom. So you and your mom have a conversation. There's one for you and your dad having a conversation, or just you and one member of your family.
Kind of makes me uncomfortable.
But I like that. I like the level of discomfort it's good. It's good. There's discovery in discomfort.
I'm not sure I want to go there.
See, but you have a glass of wine, Leo, and you look into your partner's eyes, and then you go there. And I can't speak for everybody, but genuinely, I learned some things about Sebastian and grew closer to him through playing this game that I would not have maybe as soon otherwise. So here's one for friends. Which one of our experiences made you love me the most? When do you feel closest to me and why? what do I do that allows you to feel most comfortable being yourself and why?
Nice.
I love that
Nice.
question.
Nice.
So you get the idea. These are some really great conversation starters. And, you know, sometimes it's a sentence answer. Sometimes, especially because I am the way I am, it's a long answer that you give. And, you know, it's somewhere in between.
But that's great. That's a great conversation, right?
I love it. So yeah, that's the and you can get it for free. Like I said, you get 3 different goes, or you can buy some credits and add more to the pack and start to play it with friends, with family, with couples, or if you're just getting to know someone that you know you're going on dates or something and you need some topics, then you can also play it while dating. I think this is a super not only fun, but like I said, it was a really touching game that actually had an impact. And I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be a little bit more vapid, and it didn't end up being that. And I love that.
Yeah. Was it originally a card game or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started out as a physical card game.
Maybe a better way to do it digitally, right? You don't have to lose the cards.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I like that. Wait till your phone buzzes, like so that you can settle and focus. And it doesn't tell you the question yet. You're just breathing
and being in the moment.
Preparing to be embarrassed.
Still one of my favorite apps. And we also had a bit of mail from one of our viewers. This was a touching moment in iOS today of 2020.
We got some mail.
What?
We got some mail.
That?
This is a PunkPost we got. Look, I love it, by the way. The PunkPost uses real stamps, but they're always fun ones. This got a Bugs Bunny in a royal purple robe.
And look at our names on there, and it's all handwritten.
I am in love with PunkPost. I don't understand how they can possibly make a living doing this.
They do.
Because I sent one after you did it to Lisa. She just got it the other day, and it was awesome. Like a lot of effort went into it. So
yeah, oh my, yeah. I mean, I love the way that it's set up,
and I love it also.
Where it's clearly handwritten.
That the back doesn't make it look like you did something weird, like you sent away for this. It looks like you actually did the work on it, right? So this was designed by Keisha Egbert. Okay, it's got a little. They knew you because I know it's not a Chihuahua, but it's close. It's a dog with a beret. Merci. And then artists actually illustrate these. Look at this.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
As custom as you can get. Hey, Leo and Mikah. Thank you so much for featuring PunkPost in your recent iOS Today episode. Mikah, we're obsessed that your mom introduced you to us. Our artists, yep, real people. Keisha Egbert. Yep, real people. Can't wait to write all kinds of cards for you, the PunkPost team. And I love how they put like dots and they make it really fun. Yeah,
it's very decorated.
Yeah. Isn't that great? So thank you, PunkPost. I am obsessed with this. What are they? You know, the first card I think I sent was like $7, and that includes postage and mailing and all of that stuff. But I think they're even less expensive. I just think it's the greatest thing ever. I really do.
I do.
Thanks again, PunkPost, for that card. We appreciate it. I think the best way to round things out, though, is with shenanigans, because overall, that is the theme of iOS Today. Leo and I have so much fun creating this show for all of you. And this moment, or series of moments, was probably one of my favorite things that happened in 2020. I'm laughing about it right now, just thinking about it. Watch it and weep with tears of joy.
The thing I've actually held koalas in Australia. And the thing you don't know ahead of time is, you know, koalas live on eucalyptus.
They smell.
They smell very strongly of eucalyptus. Not a bad smell, but surprisingly strong. Breathtaking, in fact. But they're sweet animals.
They are, but they make this horrible sound. I think they're growling. You would never. When I first heard a koala growl, I thought I never expected that sound to come out of a koala. It's horrifying, and you just see this beautiful, adorable creature, and you're like, why are you making that sound? And so I used to be kind of just absolutely turned not turned off, that's not the right word, but I used to absolutely dislike koalas because the sounds that they made, and then the fact that they spread gonorrhea, and the fact that they
you're not supposed to have sexual intercourse with them.
They spread gonorrhea amongst their own kind.
Oh.
But then I learned that the reason that happens is because of humans. Because of deforestation, we have forced koalas to, because they eat eucalyptus, they live in very small areas. They get smaller and smaller, so they can only breed amongst their own tribe. And so they never get any differentiation in their DNA. Yeah. And so that's why they can get gonorrhea so easily. There's no sort of natural, what is the word I'm looking for? They're prone to it. Okay. And they can't breed any mutations to
We don't really need to talk about koala clap anymore. I should mention, however, that we do have several very large stands of ancient eucalyptus trees on our property. If any koalas would like to move in, you'd be more than welcome.
Those aren't native, are they?
No, they all came from Australia, the gum trees. They were planted in a lot of areas for a variety of reasons. You see them all over the world. One reason is they drink a lot of water, so they're good for reclaiming swampland. Here in Petaluma, we put them up as a windbreak because they grow fast, and you can put them on the hilltops.
Aren't they highly flammable, though?
Yeah, they're basically matchsticks growing out of the ground, but that's okay.
So they dry up everything, and they're matchsticks.
Yeah.
Great. We need those in California.
Yeah, we need more. I think it might be, our problems might be related to the proliferation of eucalypti.
I hate it so much, Leo. I hate it so much. That sounds... If it... A folk artist. Thank you for tuning in entirely throughout the year of 2020. Leo and I do appreciate it. We love that you watch iOS Today. We love producing iOS Today. We love bringing iOS Today to you. And by golly, I am looking forward to what I will do in 2021 with iOS Today. Have a blessed rest of your year, your holiday season, and we will catch you in January. Goodbye, folks.